Basically, the way men treat women, and you said that it's because they're ignorant and because they have might and all that. Yeah. But in my own humble understanding, and in many people's understanding that have practiced Islam to the full, and they feel that it has changed their lives and granted them peace of heart and granted them happiness and granted them a feeling that Allah is with them all the time and that there are angels surrounding them all the time. These people have felt that the mercy of the Prophet ﷺ and the way he treated women is the solution to all problems that we have. He said that I came to you with two things: the book, the Quran, and my Sunnah. People who have been misinterpreting that and giving Islam a twisted, violent look that is totally against that peaceful and loving religion that came to change the way people were perceiving of humanity in general, even with the prophets that came throughout. The Prophet ﷺ came as a seal of prophets to end this mess. And he came with a message that is comprehensive. People still don't understand that comprehensive message. And that's so regrettable. Because if it works for some and doesn't work for others, it means that those who didn't practice it just don't know the way yet. They might go to the mosque every prayer. They might pray their 5 prayers on time. They go to Hajj, and I swear to you that there was this very professional sister on that radio show. And she was saying, I work, and she is, by the way, the wife of a big scholar. She's not someone, we don't get just people from the street. She was a good professional sister and the wife of a scholar who believes, by the way, in practicing women's rights to the full, as Islam has presented them. And she said, these men go, they pray. They're pious brothers. They go to Hajj. They do all of those things, but they abuse their wives at home. So they're living a double life. And what is that? How can you label that except as hypocrisy? So what we need to do with ourselves is have more khalwa with Allah. We sit down and we ask ourselves every night, what have we done wrong? What have I done to my wife, to my partner today? Have I pleased her today? Has she pleased me today? What is going wrong in our communication? Why are we failing to communicate? Are we really feeling the happiness that the Prophet said we should feel? And by the way, they were not abusing men throughout history, because at the time of Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anh, he cried for the babies crying and for the women crying for their husbands. So you cannot tell me that they were abused. They were very well treated by the Khulafa. They were very well treated at the time of the Prophet and also at the Khulafa's time and also later on in history. So you cannot tell me, and there are like Shagaratul Dur, and there are figures in Islam that are so overwhelming in the way they achieved things and the way they were treated by men. So I'm not convinced that men will always have might and not have reason, and they will always be violent and not be affectionate and compassionate, because they have that as fathers and they have that as sons to their mothers and to the mothers-in-law, by the way. So we have that, they have that, and they can be that sweet and they can be that gentle to their own moms, but they need to be gentle with their wives as well to win them, because they are going to be asked about how they treated them. And عاملهن or عاشرهن بالمعروف, which is treat them with ma'ruf, also means, as Ibn Hajar said, he said, according to their natures. And could you see how this very hadith or explanation of the hadith changes everything around? Because according to their natures would mean, okay, I'm adjusting myself to my wife and she's adjusting herself to me all the time, and I'm seeing what she likes and what she doesn't like, and we're trying to please each other all the time. And it's not something that, hey, my duties towards you are giving you food and dress and this and that, and that's it. But it's a continuous developing a relationship of communication and trying to better that, and you keep adjusting and being pliable and flexible all the time. I hope inshallah that makes it clear. Jazakallah khair for the question.